It's time to rise from the ashes.
In what may be the hottest year in history, scientists have recorded radical changes to the permafrost in Antarctica.
The Pandora virus, a so-called giant virus with the largest genome size ever recorded.
The crabs also display increased aggression, even towards larger predators.
A striking new weather anomaly has claimed many coastlines around the world. NASA is examining these clouds to figure out...
We've detected large amounts of an organic composite. So far, the sample doesn't match any of the DNA records we've compared it with.
We all saw it. Those creatures coming out of the sea on that oil rig.
The president has declared a national emergency.
It's obvious that what we're dealing with here is a biological weapon. As of today, we are at war.
It's taking their minds. I saw them walk right into the sea. Thousands of people. Thousands.
The mist is gone, but the city is dead. The roads are broken. You must join one of the havens. Do not attempt to survive on your own.
Hello, and welcome to the newest series, which is for A Phoenix Point. A Phoenix Point is a new game by Julian Gollop, the original creator of the XCOM, and some would have argued that he's the father of the XCOM-like genre. And this looked very interesting. I had seen a few videos on YouTube, and as I say, it looks cool. So we are going to see that. We are going to start in a legend mode and without tutorial. If you want a tutorial, there are some videos, I believe, on the Snapshot Games channel. Snapshot Games is the company that made it, and you can see the tutorial there. We are going to go without that. So without further ado, let's start.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to End All Wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. Stripped of resources and scattered to the winds, we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sanhedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
Hello! So here we are, and we will be starting our journey. We will start it in South America, which looks like not a bad place for a secret base of a secret project, to be honest. But I'll run through a few things to start with, because we'll see what we can do. This is the production capacity and what we can do. This is the research capacity. Here we have some resources that these two are used basically for manufacturing and so on. This is to use to feed our soldiers and to hire our soldiers as well. This is the soldiers we have and how many we can have. Vehicles, aircraft, this is the storage and so on. The geoscape, well, you all familiar with the geoscape. The question marks here are the points of interest that we can go and investigate. And we will do that just in a second. First off, I'll fire a research, because we have a exclamation mark there saying that we have a new research available and nothing in the research queue. We have only one research, which is the atmospheric analysis. Atmospheric analysis says we have managed to connect to some of the remaining weather satellites. We should use these to assess the extent of the new mist outbreak. Bonus effect, global mist monitoring system available. If you've seen the initial intro, there was a mention of the mist coming in. Anyway, this is our personnel, and we have a few of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop armor from our heavy. She's going to be much more fragile that way, but much more accurate, because these things, as you can see, are all -10 accuracy, which is really a lot. In meanwhile, I'll give her one of these, which is a medikit, and one grenade. And we will give a medkit to our assault, and that will be it. Let's have a look at our base. Base is where you build things. Surprise, surprise. These things are that you cannot build on, at least right now. I don't know whether you can build on eventually. Where you have built, you can build. Where you have just a black, you have to build something next to it before you can start building. So let's build here. And if you look here, the training facility and everything requires that we have some power. And we do not have a huge amount of power right now. So we need to build it. We are managing as is. What I want to do here is I'll fly to the furthest. Oh, this looks like the Southern America has suffered a bit with the melting glaciers and what have you. So let's fly here, because once I'm there, I will kick off the area scan, which will find any new sites of interest. I'd like to find something here, but you know. And we will also explore the site. So, okay, so this is the atmospheric analysis, which was finished. Reprogramming excuse me, of our satellite systems has revealed the extent of the new mist outbreaks. The origin sites are in coastal sea regions, as in the previous two incursions, but the activity level seemed higher, posing a serious threat to the remaining life on Earth. Havens caught within the mist will be at risk of attack, so we should explore mist-covered regions thoroughly and defend any havens trapped within them. Our geoscape monitoring system have been updated with the current mist coverage. And as you can see, we have, again, more research. Phoenix Archives. We have discovered a batch of encrypted files on the mainframe of the newly reclaimed Phoenix base. According to those file names, these are the Phoenix Archives, or what remains of them. Haven recruitment protocols. The leader of the reconnaissance team has proposed that we attempt to recruit capable people from the Havens. They might not share the technological know-how of the Phoenix Project operatives, but have been battle-hardened by the horrors of the world. Bonus effect, we can recruit soldiers from the Havens, and that's what we absolutely need. So we're going to do that. And now let's go back to the geoscape and finish exploring this side. What do we have? Okay, it's scavenging site, threat level low, night level 9, which means we don't see that well, and enemies are the Pandorans as usual. I have seen missions where it said threat level low, and in fact it was massive. So you have to be careful with what you sort of read into this. Its loading times are not great. I have to check whether by mistake I didn't install it on my I hope it didn't show up. On my slow magnetic drive, where I usually install things on my fast SSDs. Excellent. We have 3 crates just around us, which is great. There is a crate here as well, which is an item crate, which we definitely want to investigate. So, and there is another crate there, because the main goal of the Pandorans right now is to destroy the crates. Let's come here and see whether we see anyone. No, we don't, so let's dash here. He's the one with the health cannon, so he needs to be, or she, I think it's she actually. She needs to be, not, I wouldn't call it fairly close, but cannot be too far away.
I'm on the move.
Let's run here. What is blue means we can shoot from there. What is yellow means we cannot shoot from there anymore. Let's move her here. See whether we can see anything else. No, we cannot. So let's run here and see what we can find. It's a medkit, and some other stuff.
Channel open.
Which is okay, but not great. Let's run here. And the last guy we want some Overwatch. Overwatch works slightly differently from XCOM. As you can see, you have a cone, and you can actually adjust the cone both lengthwise and widthwise. Widthwise is with the control and the mouse wheel. I will want to have a fairly wide cone here, but not too far. Okay, let's like this.
Hold position.
And let's end the turn. Stand by. Stand by. Yes. So here are the Pandorans. What are they going to do? We will move slowly, but surely. And we want to move...
Targets in sight.
Okay, we've spotted someone, 2 someones. And... okay, it's there. And where is the other one? Over there. Okay. Let's run him here. Let's run here. And we will see what we can do with firing. The firing here is also very different from what we do in XCOM or something like that, because you just don't go and fire and have a person's chance. You can target excuse me, much more closer. But what you also do is you have these two reticules. The inner one means that's 50% chance of a hit. The outer one, much larger, is another 50% chance. So you really want to target so that you are as much covered as possible. At the same time though, see, here is an obstacle. He's hidden a bit. So I don't like. I'm pretty good shot with this, but I don't really want to hit something. Don't want to hit the obstacle. And you have an info on these guys here as well. So what do they have? They spits poison at 5. This is a close range weapon and a shield. So we are going to shoot him somewhere. He has moved. See, this is his head, but the head is almost hidden there.
One less to worry about.
Okay, so he's dead. Excellent. So let's fire at this one.
All I need is a clear shot.
Yes. So let's hope you will get your clear shot. Something like this. Cool. Excellent. Me like. And there is another enemy that we spotted, which is right next to it. So far, we are fairly lucky. Let's hit it here. This is not so great. We'll see how it works now. Someone is attacking something somewhere. Ah, there. Great. What is this guy going to do? Is he's going to hit the crate. And he moved. It's okay. I like him moving because by moving, that means. Okay. Okay, we killed him. Good. We know one is over there. So
Enemy spotted.
Let's have a look at him. And there we've spotted 2 actually.
Channel open. Heading out.
Let's see here. What did we hit? I'm afraid nothing. So that was a big whiff. Let us move our cannon guy here and see what we can do. If he hits, he destroys the shield, so... Oops. Oops is what I want.
Ready to engage. Target down.
Good, good, good. Ah, no! Not this guy! This is a main thingy base, and you basically have to shoot it off. which is crap. And there is another one. Shit! And they're coming for us as well. Okay. First, we are going to... Okay, we have... We have successfully...
Comms online.
But they do not have any action points. How many action points does she have? 2. But I think the rifle is 3. So let us move here.
Target missed.
This is not bad. If he hits, he's down. Good. We are extremely lucky here because we managed to get those mind buggers there with our shots before they managed to do any damage, and this guy is too far to do any serious damage to us. We've lost 2 crates, but you know what? 2 crates I don't really care about. The also, well, that's not entirely true. I do care about crates, obviously. Yeah, you're dead as a dodo.
Kill confirmed.
And we finished our first mission. Hurrah! We've managed to survive, which is... let's put it like this. The mind fraggers are really, really dangerous. From what I've seen in the videos. The other ones, because they were... we were lucky we didn't have a different variants of those enemies, because there are different variants of them. So we have done well. We have recovered lots of these things, we have recovered food, and we have recovered these resources as well, which is good. And we have some new research. Artron and Mindfragger autopsy. Artron autopsy, amongst the earliest Pandorans encountered, and they are the most numerous. They have multiple mutations to adapt to different combat roles. These small agile beasts have one function, taking control of people. Yes, we hate that. Who wouldn't? This gives us resources, so this is how we are going to do it. And we are going to run here and explore. The Dreamers Awaken. Fort Qualla is a haven run by New Jericho, which means that normally things are quiet and under control, but right now there is an emergency. A group of soldiers is on a killing spree. It began with strange dreams, voices heard in the night, the local doctor tells operatives. I could not detect any physiological changes, and there were certainly no signs of infection, but their behavior simply cannot be explained by PTSD or similar conditions, which we at the New Jericho are sadly quite familiar with. It's like something has driven them mad. If we stop these soldiers, New Jericho will be undoubtedly. We are not going to do that yet, because we discovered something here. Because, as you can see, these guys are slightly... These bars here mean that our guys are very slightly tired. Not much, because it's almost full bar, but it's better to have it on full. Okay, and here's a New Jericho thing, which once we've done this, then we will do New Jericho. In the meanwhile,
research complete.
Excellent. We can now recruit soldiers for from Havens. So, trade protocols. Some trade between havens occur, but it's a difficult and dangerous process. With our access to transportation, we are in a unique position to assist the different settlements by providing supplies. This might be a perfect opportunity to establish trade relations that would benefit all sides. We can now trade resources with havens. I didn't read actually this one. Okay, so let's read it quickly. We have created a set of biometrics and psych eval tests in order to identify potential recruits. We need to locate havens with leaders favorable to our cause and barter any resources they want. In order to secure our recruitment choices, it will probably be cheaper and easier for us to get recruits from haven with higher population. Excellent. We now are... So, haven info. They have a sniper here, but for quite a lot. Explore. Enter Synedrian, stage left, towards Hope. At the Synedrian haven of Towards Hope, the situation is tense. Someone figured that our open and democratic society would be easy to infiltrate and steal from, one of the haven citizens tell our operatives. They pretend to join us and then made off with some critical research, which I assume they want to sell to another faction. The citizen sighs. I said they made off, but the truth is they didn't get very far. In fact, they're stuck in the haven. But as you can imagine, this is a strange situation. These people pretended to be our friends. They lived in Towards Hope for months, and just to make a profit. I suppose all habits die hard. We could assist Nedrin with this problem. Not yet. I want... Okay, we'll do another scavenging mission, and that will be it for today. I think will take us probably close to an hour. And I think in XCOM I tended to do the missions as a... well, let's stop just before the mission. I'm not sure whether we can easily do it here like that. Because sometimes you get ambushed on these missions, so... But anyway, let's start. We are full, so let us go. Mind triggers take control of your soldiers. A risky way to remove them is to aim at the victim's head. Handguns work best. Yes, we have seen that, and I was not happy about it at all, as you could see. We will see what type of art terms we have here. Phoenix, Manticore, PX08 is I don't know, I like Fireburn better. This looks very similar. It's a very large tattoo. There is a crate there, which we are probably going to lose. There are 3 crates over there. Let us run here. Do we find anyone? No. We have let's run here.
Sprinting to position.
Sniper will come here.
Comms online.
And this is how what we'll do. We will overwatch her here. Light divider overwatch. Like this.
Covering.
We will overwatch this. And again, slightly wider overwatch. Stand by. Stand by. Okay, there's there. Heard something there. Oh no, the grenade launchers. I hate the grenade launchers.
Channel open.
Let's move here. We can see it, but can't do much about it.
What's our move?
I'm not keen on moving over there. I would prefer to deal with it from Overwatch.
On my way.
But I'll move here.
All I need is a clear shot. So close.
What option? Okay, so this is the grenade launcher. Damn. What's this? What's... Excuse me. Again, grenade launcher. I hate grenade launchers. Okay, let's move here. And we'll see whether... Oh shit. Okay, no, we are going to Overwatch here. We can make it much narrower, like this. And stand by. I hate the grenade, especially when grenade is the only one that they have, because that means effectively that they will use those grenades on us. How come you did not fire? Okay, dead. Fine. Let's hide here. Okay, we found this one. That's fine. See, this is what I mean. There's way too...
Providing Overwatch.
There's way too... Yes, I want to do it. There is way too much of a chance. Okay, something down. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. You are going to hide you. Good. Excellent. Do we have anyone with a medkit? Because if we don't,
what's our move?
at least he's not bleeding anymore, which is good. Head disabled, arm disabled, which means he can't really use his weapon because that needs hands to use too, you see? So he's basically out of the picture for a while. Let's do it like this. Excellent.
We got them.
Moving.
And grenade. He is now very... I will move here to get a better shot, because sometimes from around the corner it's not great. So, bang! Off you go. And you're dead. Okay. We've leveled a few. We've protected fewer crates than we had, but still, we survived. Anything that survives is a good mission. In my book, it's important to find other Phoenix bases. Of course it is. It's this Bulldog, Firebird, Cypher, handgun magazines, and lots of resources. So, let's move to the base, and we can go to the personnel and level. So, Brawler. Brush and melee attacks do 50% more damage. I'm not keen on that at the moment. What I would like to do is I like to give him some more speed. Strength, he doesn't need that much right now, but he needs speed. And let's give him some willpower as well. This is extreme focus, Overwatch is reduced, self-defense specialist. Let's take this. That means we can move forward further. We'll give him some willpower and some speed. I'm not keen on this yet. Plus 20 damage now. Actually, you know what? Might not be too bad. In case we need to shoot off some of the dash. Move to a target position within half of your normal. This is actually very good. Because that means that instead of moving that basically you can use your willpower instead of your speed to do things, which is really good. Water bag, grenade range, that's cautious. It doesn't have anything here, which would be great. What do you have? Close combat specialist, close quarter specialist, shotgun and melee weapon, bombardier. He looks like a sort of heavy. What does he have? Reckless, self-defense, farsighted. This is actually pretty good on this. He might go into sniper combo. Because at level 4 you can choose a secondary class. Don't have to. You can choose. Okay, so let's go on Geoscape, and what we'll do here is we will wait for a second to get us
research complete.
New Jericho. New Jericho is a militaristic organization founded by Tobias West, the enigmatic billionaire founder of Vanadium Inc. Ideologically committed to West values of reason and meritocracy, New Jericho valorizes human will as the foundation of freedom and sees the Pandorans as a threat to the very core of human identity. West is said to have developed a long-term military strategy that will succeed where previous campaigns have failed. Some accuse him of having built a cult of personality around himself. We now have tons of
New Jericho was one man's vision, and everything depended on that one man. Before the war, Tobias West had been a billionaire, an elusive, controversial businessman who denounced war even as he profited from it. When the world fell, his empire began to rise. Some said he was a genius, a man of principle, dedicated to equality and merit, fighting to preserve the core of human freedom, our will. They said he had a plan, that he could lead us to victory. Others called him a dictator, a megalomaniac, fearful of infection and obsessed with purity. They said he was willing to do anything to win, no matter the cost. The Phoenix Project needed allies. New Jericho could help us turn the tide, but it all depended on one man.
Okay, I think we have some new research as well, Synedrians and trade protocols. After we've done the Phoenix Archives, what do we have? No, actually we need Synedrian because that gives us a lot of these resources which we do not have at the moment. And as you can see, say like this means we cannot really manufacture. And once we have this though, we can manufacture a scarab, which is going to be fun. But in the meanwhile, we will let us run a bit further, and we will go and there is this. Okay, so we are fully healed and restored. It's great. And we are going to explore this side, and we will end the game there unless we get ambushed. No. Okay. There is a New Jericho, and they have someone to recruit, but we do not have enough. Do not have enough. As you notice, this small man around here, that's what the that is what is the what's the word? Recruitment is. What I'll do here is I'll move the base, because we get a Synedrian research. Synedrian is an amalgamation of several political movements with roots in social ecology, anarcho-syndicalism, and similar belief systems. Built on a strong opposition to hierarchy, Synedrians get elitarian and radical democratic, with decisions being made by a public assembly. Despite this, certain more prominent individuals do exist, and two streams of thought have begun to crystallize. The polyphonic tendency, who believe that the origin of humanity's dysfunctional relationship with the environment lies in the hierarchies of dominance, and the terraformers, who believe in putting humans first and are less opposed to the idea of leadership. The current official goal of Synedrian is finding a way of coexist with the new ecosystem, but the goal is being challenged from within. To be honest, let's do it after this.
Synedrian was built on a dream, a world without hierarchies, without leaders, where human beings could embrace the potential of technology without its destructive side effects. The radicals of the old world had been proven right. The status quo could not sustain itself. But what now? What was the next step? Some argued for coexistence with the Pandoran ecosystem, hoping for a peaceful solution. Others advocated putting humanity before nature and claiming the planet for themselves. Trusting in the safety of their havens, the people of Synedrian argued about the best way forward. But the Pandora virus had little interest in their arguments, and its power was still growing.
Well, as far as I care, you cannot argue with the virus. End of story. That means that basically the one strain of Synedrians is not what I would really want to deal with. See that sound of this going up? 4 days, but anyway. The New Jericho seems okay on the surface, but you know, I'm a bit cautious about them, to be honest. What the terraformer strain of the Synedrian probably seems as the least worst to me, put it this way. So anyway, in the meanwhile, well, let's come back to the base, and we are in the base, and this is where we will end today's session. Thanks for watching. If you did like it, please put in a like, a comment, or share, or even better, subscribe, because all of those are really valuable feedbacks to me, that what I do is liked by someone and appreciated, and it really well, it's what keeps me doing these things, when I see that someone commented on it, or someone watched the videos and so on. So any feedback is greatly appreciated. I'll look forward to talking to you in the next episode, and in the meanwhile, goodbye.